So, to do something a little different, I'm borrowing from our BNI core values as a way to show how I work my business the BNI way. So, hopefully, you can read that. First of all, we're talking about building relationships. It's not just about the relationships in this room, it's the relationships that I build with my customers. So, I thought I'd start off with a little bragging, some of my client testimonials. And again, I tried to get the font big enough. I don't know if you can read this, so I apologize. The one on the left, is there a laser pointer on this, sir?
Yep, the green button.
Yeah. This one here is from Instagram. This was a young lady during the pandemic who wanted to get her makeup ready for a wedding. Not the bride, just a guest. But she was so nervous. And she was looking for someone who could just show her. That's exactly what I do. I can come in and do the makeup. But my preference is to teach them, because then they're empowered to do it themselves. And they can do it again and again and again, and that builds confidence. The next one is a thank you. It's two pictures, but they're different poses, from the folks, I believe it's Pegasus House, that Bob referred me to up in the, I want to say it's like Lawrence, thank you. And I knew it started with an L, but I was going to say Lowell. This was the pink packs that I donated. And the reason I did it was because I actually was not expecting to get a thank you note, seriously. I was just doing it because I like to do every year. I've worked with Bethany Hill Place before. I've worked with Wellesley Friendly Aid. It varies from year to year, but I always like to give back a little bit, because if I have an abundance, why shouldn't I be sharing it? And it's just nice to actually get to see the smiles on their faces that really warm my heart. It's not something you get every often, but it's so nice when you do. And of course, the last one is a fellow BNI coach. Her name is Coach Judy. And she's actually a dating coach, much like our old Richard Francois. You might remember him if you've been in the chapter for a while. And what I love about her, she says, last night she was in a meeting, a group support meeting, where she is leading the group, and people were complimenting her on how she looked. I had given her one of those mini tutorials, and she had applied what she'd learned. And she said she used to self-sabotage herself. She used to always knock herself down and not say that she looked very good or she did it very well. And she loved her level up, glow up that she got from me. And it was just a matter of helping her understand how to use the colors to the best ability on her palette of her face. And I love knowing that I can help in small ways. Recognition. Now, if you didn't know, Mary Kay currently is now the #1 direct sales skincare and cosmetics company worldwide through a third party, Euromonitor International Limited. I can't take credit for that. It's really the company, the quality of the products, the 14,000 patents, and the research and development that really goes into what Mary Kay is. Not just soap, but much more. Good Housekeeping has backed us for many, many years. If you have products and cannot find a Mary Kay consultant or Mary Kay corporate, you can actually return it to them and get your money back, because they back so many of our products. We have over 20 right now that have various awards and honors. That's pretty damn good for a small company like us. And of course, our Naturally line has been EcoCert certified through Cosmos. That may not mean something to you, but a few of you are more ingredients educated and know that's a big deal. We still develop it in France. We don't make that in Texas. Everything else is made here in the United States. But we're building a new facility that will pass muster so that we can actually be not just sourcing the ingredients from overseas until we have our own place, because again, there are rules about that. But the fact that we're able to do it, we sell through 30 markets worldwide. So it's okay that some of the ingredients come from somewhere else, because they're going back there. And what I love is that we're always pushing the market for clean products. Givers gain. Yes, what do I do? What do I give? My services and my time. Much like Scott was talking about, my time isn't charged. It's if you decide to purchase something. So that means you can get a lot out of me for free if you really are smart. So skincare education, in-person or virtual, I'm trained in both. Makeup application, I mentioned before, you only pay for what you want. So let's just say someone wants to do their makeup for their wedding on the cheap. They come have me teach them. They choose to buy the things they want, and either their friend or sister can do the makeup for them, or I could come in as a free service, as my customer, to help them do their makeup on their special day. This is great for anniversaries and other occasions. If someone's getting a headshot and wants their makeup done beforehand, I would do that for them. And then, of course, most of you are familiar, because last time I was here, I was talking about gifting services. That's just because what do I do in the off season? Well, that might not sound like off season to you, but I like to be in front of faces. I like to be meeting with people and teaching them. Selling is sort of like that second component, but it is still a component of what we do. So hopefully, again, you can read the font. I kind of had to squish it in there. My who to look for. Busy moms who love to delegate. They don't trust YouTubers and really want to know what they're doing, whether it's skincare, makeup, taking care of their family's skin. We do have products that range from teens to adults. Other people, because Buckweaver reminds me, I do have men clients too, and I don't want to skip them. So people who are concerned about product quality, safety, maybe they have super sensitive skin. It's not quite to the level where they need a dermatologist, but they need something, and CVS is not quite cutting it. Finally, professionals of all kinds, because it's never bad to network, and you never know how I might be able to collaborate. It's not always about selling. Sometimes it's about donating my time or my products. Referral partners. You might notice that none of these are really in the room, and that's why I put them up. We don't have a photographer or videographer anymore. I'd love to have one or both. They're not just great for me, they're great for our marketing team. They're great pretty much for everyone else here who might need to have content for their websites or what have you, promotional materials. And I love working with bridal shops, nail and hair salons, and restaurants for either client appreciation, like a pop-up shop, various things like that. I'll hand out roses and samples, what not to wear, question and answer sessions, whatever might be appropriate. Innovations. I'm going to actually go back a second. I want to give a couple of BNI success stories. I hope I have the time to do it. One was a referral that was a member brought her cousin to a visitor's day because she was looking for a little extra income, but I didn't know that. I thought she was just bringing her as a visitor for visitor's day. And the cousin grilled me, asked tons of questions. I was floored. She was ready to sign up. I'm like, whoa, you haven't tried the products yet. She's like, oh, I know Mary Kay. I'm like, okay. I meet with her and do the regular stuff, and then she becomes part of my team. Fast forward many years later, that member leaves BNI, but I'm still giving thank you bucks to that former member because that woman has been on my team. She's been a sales director, she stepped down and still a consultant, and I claim monthly commissions. That's income. That's thank you bucks. That still benefits our chapter long after that member has left, and that's one of the beauties of BNI. Often we'll get a referral that will continue on after the member has left. Don't forget to put those thank you bucks in. I know, mini educational moment. And the other one is, again, another former member who does come back from time to time. She referred me to her sister during the pandemic who runs like a visiting nurses group. And she wanted to buy nice gifts for her staff. So we sent out satin hand sets. And what I loved about it was, I thought that was a one-time thing. They're in New Jersey. I'm never going to see these people. I got reorders, not only from the staff who liked what they got, but to buy gifts for other people. So we got up to like tier 3, tier 4 from that one referral. Now that's like someone who's proactive in their BNI and plays an A game. And I absolutely was honored that that person still is my customer today because she appreciates how well I take care of her own staff as well. Innovations. There's an app for just about everything now in Mary Kay. And this was even before the pandemic. There's an e-catalog if you don't want to kill a tree. There is a skin analyzer app that literally scans your face and gives recommendations that you can then send to your consultant. Hopefully it's me. There's a virtual makeover. It's kind of a filter. I don't usually encourage filters, but it's a way to try something without ever having to sit down in front of me and use the stuff. And then, of course, our easy shopping app. Think Amazon, but us. And I always like to say that I'm as fast as Amazon, but I have a more boutique, personalized feel. And I'm the best kept secret with my customers that I really shouldn't be. And lastly, accountability. That's just basically me making sure that I'm reporting my numbers to you and that whenever you refer someone to me, I follow up like Jay Cherie says, and I honor whatever issue or problem they might have, like our 100% satisfaction guarantee. If there's a problem with the product, they get a return or refund, no questions asked. Of course, here's my contact info. And if you didn't know what the second QR code is, I created a short landing page for people who want to get to know me. Let's say I meet them, I hand them my card, but I don't have time to talk. They can go there to Pink Glasses Lady and see 7 short videos. It's like a pick-a-path adventure. And they click on, why do I do what I do? What to expect at an appointment? And so forth. They're all about 30 seconds long. I thought it was a great, fun way to introduce me to someone without getting in their face. And if they choose to contact me, there's a Google form at the end they can fill out, and I can contact them for an appointment. The other one is just the regular code to my website. And as you can see, I use all the socials. Feel free to go check me out. Most of the time, I use the K. Rose Carroll handle. There's a couple places where I had to use something more official because that's what corporate said. Or LinkedIn, that's my maiden name in case you didn't know, Caracolia. But you can still find me under Kristen Culver. And that's pretty much all I have for you today. Thank you.